Welcome to Choodle Sketches by Sir Chuby, where faith is learned, understood, and deepened in simple ways. Let's get started. In 2015, Pope Francis released his second encyclical, Laudato Si, subtitled On Care for Our Common Home. Taking its title from the Canticle of the Sun by St. Francis of Assisi, the document is both a theological reflection and a passionate plea for urgent ecological action. In this groundbreaking document, the Pope urges us to rediscover our place within the natural world, to reject the throwaway culture, and to embrace a vision of integral ecology, a holistic approach that recognizes that environmental, social, economic, cultural, and spiritual issues are all deeply intertwined. The world is our home, full of beauty, life, and mystery. But today, this home is crying out. From polluted rivers to vanishing forests, from rising temperatures to the cry of the poor, Pope Francis urges us to respond. Let's explore the major themes of Laudato Si and discover how we are called to protect creation, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. At the heart of Laudato Si is the theme of integral ecology, a vision that everything is connected: people, animals, ecosystems, economies, and cultures. Everything is connected: people, nature, and the planet. Laudato Si teaches that caring for the environment means caring for human life and dignity, as we are all part of a single, interconnected system. Pope Francis emphasizes a dual cry: the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. Environmental harm affects the poor the most. Pope Francis urges us to hear both the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor, calling for justice that includes both social and ecological responsibility. Laudato Si is not only an environmental document, it's a spiritual invitation. Pope Francis calls us to an ecological conversion where our relationship with God deepens through a renewed respect for creation. Change begins in the heart. Ecological conversion means seeing the world with eyes of faith, recognizing creation as a gift from God, and living in ways that respect and protect it. One of the strongest critiques in Laudato Si is against the throwaway culture. We often treat people and nature as disposable, used and discarded. Francis urges us to recover a sense of gratitude and reverence for all life. Laudato Si challenges the culture of waste and invites us to live more simply, valuing every person and creature as part of God's creation. The Pope critiques a technocratic paradigm paired with overconsumption, which leads to exploitation and unsustainable living. The obsession with profit and unchecked progress harms the earth. Pope Francis critiques the belief that technology alone can solve problems without ethical or moral reflection. Francis affirms, the climate is a common good, belonging to all and meant for all. The climate belongs to everyone. We have a shared duty to protect it. Climate change is not only a scientific issue, but a moral one, deeply tied to justice and love for neighbor. Echoing biblical wisdom, Laudato Si calls us to rediscover rest, contemplation, and limits. Sabbath reminds us that the world is not ours to dominate, but to cherish. Rest renews both the land and the soul. Creation needs time to rest, just as we do. Laudato Si is more than a document. It's a prophetic call to live differently, love more deeply, and act more justly. As Pope Francis reminds us, leaving an inhabitable planet to future generations is first and foremost up to us. Together, let us become stewards of hope. Let us care for our common home. This has been a reflection on the major themes of Laudato Si. This encyclical is a call to action and a prayer for change. Pope Francis invites us to walk together toward a future of hope, where love for God is shown in how we care for creation and for one another. So together we say Laudato Si, mi signore, praise be to you, my Lord. This is Sir Chuby, and see you in the next lessons to come.